This film is a brilliant mix of different genres. How would you define it?
Oh, I try not to define my own films, but I guess I would call it a dark Western farce, satire, dark comedy.
Dark comedy, yeah, of course.
Yeah.
Also, there are many issues too: the pandemic, the social media, the climate change, conspiracy theories. Which of these do you think prevails or dominates on everything?
Well, it's about paranoia, and it's about the environment of distrust that has taken over America and that's taken over most of the world. And it's a movie about a bunch of people who are all worried about where the world is headed, but they all disagree on where that is. And it's about what happens when those people who are living in different silos start bumping up against each other and what comes out of that.
Joaquin Phoenix. His character, Joe, is very complex. Perhaps in a certain sense, he represents Americans in their own, I think, I would say. How do you construct him?
Well, the character is very complicated. The character of Joe Cross, which Joaquin Phoenix is playing, who Joaquin Phoenix is playing. And it's a character who, he's libertarian, he's more conservative than somebody like Joaquin or me. But it was important to both of us that we understand the character and don't judge him too quickly. I think there is some judgment cast ultimately on the character, but it was important to us to understand him and find the humanity in him, and that was the case with all the characters, whether they're people who hold my beliefs or whether they're people who don't. In fact, I found it kind of important to reach for the humanity of people I particularly don't agree with, or who have, who hold different beliefs than me. And then for the characters that do espouse my beliefs, it was important to turn a mirror on that and be a little bit more critical of people who, who maybe, hold my biases.
Which one of the characters of the movie do you love most?
I love all the characters. I love all the characters. I mean, I spend the most time with Joe Cross in the film, so he's maybe the character that has the most heft. But I care about all the characters, and yeah. I mean, there are certain characters that are deliberately kind of come into the story and then leave. And I think, and I wanted to make them as interesting as possible so that when they do leave, you feel their absence. For instance, Austin Butler's character, I find very interesting, and I would have loved to have written more for him, but it was important for him to leave when he does.
Will you do something about his character?
Maybe.
I think.
Yeah.
You showed the movie before many things happened in U.S. and in the world. Did you think your film, besides being a reading and analysis of the U.S. in the recent past, was also somewhat prophetic?
There are certain things in the film that are more relevant now than when the film was released in July. So yes, in some ways I think the film was the film anticipated certain things that have happened and are happening at the moment in ways that I couldn't have predicted.
Could you tell which things you think that?
I don't know how to say it without getting lost.
Okay.
Yeah.